Are you looking to deepen your magical practice or microdosing practice? Then this video is for you. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name's Fola, and here on Deep Mind Squared, we talk all things magical practices and altered states. And in today's video, I want to talk a bit about how you can start to tap into the magic of microdosing. So whether you're a student of the occult and magic, or maybe you've even started microdosing yourself or using plant medicines and psychedelics, but just want to kind of take it a little bit deeper, well then this video is going to really support you in learning how you can tap into what the plants want to teach us. So this is just a teaser for an online webinar I host called The Magic of Microdosing. And I will be hosting it next week. You can check out the information on my website, deepmindsquared.com, if you would like to register for that. But the overall kind of conversation that we have is how can we use the plant medicines or a microdosing practice to really start to, complement our magic and start to align more with our personal truth. And we've seen it time and time again with various magicians across time who have used altered states, whether it's through plants, psychedelics, or other drugs, and other spiritual practices to go beyond the veil. And so, of course, I have to just add here that I do not condone or am encouraging at all any type of illegal substance use. Using different types of plant medicines and psychedelics is still quite illegal in a lot of places, so you need to use your judgment with that. People really want to microdose for a variety of reasons, but some of the more common reasons we're hearing now are around improving mood, helping reduce anxiety or depressive symptoms, increasing concentration, boosting energy overall and that general sense of well-being, and also helping people tap into a different place of creativity. And this is because we are energetically connecting to the consciousness of the plants. It's helping our physical body, but it also brings new awarenesses. That's truly what psychedelics do. I have another video that goes into more about why you might want to microdose, or if you want to start using microdosing to reduce antidepressant medication or anything like that. You can check that out. But for today, how can we use the magic of microdosing to really support ourselves? And this begins with a simple step as just starting to build a relationship with the plant. When I work with folks, we're really talking about how can we build that relationship with self by building a relationship with the plant medicine. And so folks will spend time engaging through prayer, contemplation, even just simply talking, like we might talk to our body or to ourselves sometimes, to be able to speak and engage with the plant in a new way. This, I think, is a really huge part in any type of medicine work, is because, we have to recognize that it's not just us on our own, that everything has this sort of life to it, this energy to it, and the plants included want to teach us and share with us their wisdom. So by building through prayer, contemplation, meditating prior to actual dosing, this can be a great way to support yourself with tapping into that magical aspect of the plant. Another huge part is to create more ritual around how it is that you engage with the plant. Usually in a microdose schedule, someone is dosing every couple days, every 3 days, depending on the type of schedule that you are using. What I invite people to do is prior to, getting into the state of microdosing is sitting down, contemplating in prayer, but also setting a bit of ritual. What can it look like for you to pull in all the elements, fire, water, air, earth, spirit, and really connect to the overall sense of this magical life that we live, and pulling that plant into the work with you, just like you would if you were working with an angel, or if you're working with demons, or whatever other entities that you personally might like to work with. You can also start to tap into something that I really enjoy doing, that type of more intentional schedule based on your magical practice or interests. This can be informed by the idea of having your microdosing schedule and creating the schedule based on your intention. So for instance, I sometimes work with the ruins, or I'll use other symbols, like even like a planetary symbol or sigil. If I'm maybe wanting to work on creating more expansiveness in my life, I might draw the sigil of Jupiter on the calendar, where then each day of the week that sigil kind of falls on with the drawing would be the day that I would dose. When I've made schedules for clients, as a sort of like tool guide, because obviously you want to listen to your own body when you do this work, is we might, pull some ruins or create a bind ruin based on the intention that that person is holding for themselves over that 4 to 8 week period. And then we'll draw the sigil on the calendar, and those will be the days that the person will dose. So you can see there's a lot of potential here. It's really infinite. And this is what it means to be in a place of magic, to create what it is you want to create through your intention, through your desires. And the same thing can happen with microdosing. Another great way to tap into the magic of the plants is through using other kind of combinations of plants, of planetary alignments, by, selecting a particular date to start based on your birth chart or the alignment of the stars. So if you're into astrology, these are really great ways that you can start to tune into a deeper aspect of the consciousness. And overall, what we're doing here is we are really tapping into beyond the veil. There's more to this life than meets the eye. And when we can acknowledge that beyond this physical reality, there is an astral world, a blueprint, this map of every possibility that could exist, the plants really do help us see this. And my years and years of working in mental health, I can tell you that oftentimes what was happening for people, especially when they had a substance-induced psychosis or kind of awakening after maybe taking a substance or a plant medicine, a psychedelic, or whatever the case might be, or even using cannabis to tap into, a different state of calm for themselves, they were able to pierce through a veil. And that means they were seeing beyond just this physical reality. But for many people, they might not really be able to tap into this. So just recognizing that it is still important to ground yourself when you do microdosing work, because when we are accessing beyond the veil, and microdosing is a great way to do this because it's not so intense as would be a larger dose journey. There's a bit more control, if I can say that. Then you're able to really see and not feel the overwhelm necessarily. But of course, grounding is key. And that means, again, respecting the plant, being in a place of contemplation and respect and acknowledgement, and grounding your energy first. So every day it's that practice of grounding. And this is what it means to be in the magic of microdosing. So you don't have to go out there and take a bunch of hash like Aleister Crowley did, or, explore the depths of opium and all that stuff. I think there are much more easeful ways, especially for us feminine energies, to be able to do this work. And you can let me know in the comments. Feel free to share with the community. What are your magical ways of microdosing? And if you feel like anyone needs to hear this message, you really enjoyed this message, you can hit that like, maybe share it out to whoever that might be. And of course, you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified about future video releases. So of course, if you are interested in learning more about the magic of microdosing, maybe asking some personal questions and figuring out how it can support you, I would invite you to check out the Magic of Microdosing webinar. And of course, I also am always open to one-on-one consults with people. This is some of the work I do around integration, where people are wanting to explore microdosing, plant medicine, and do so in a safe space. So until then, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll chat with you soon.